Okay, I don't need sound. Okay, so what specific part?
I get to categories at like 11 minutes
Uh-huh.
because of Corpus and a little bit of movement there. I have lots of trouble in categories though, especially with the Emmy and what else? Speed booster. I cannot like keep it like.
Okay. So first off, Ataria. I honestly wasn't paying attention to that part. What part in Ataria? Also, it's taking you a while to do this.
Oh my god, my internet is really bad. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was just like, I'm kind of tired, so I wasn't like fully there.
Okay, hold on. Give me a minute. I'll change computers. I'll hop back in the call.
It's the best. Oh no, the quality is not bad.
Okay, now it sounds better. Yeah, you were lagging for me in the other call for some reason,
Oh, that's
but it
weird.
looked yeah, that was weird. Now it's fine.
A
So yeah,
145 cloak. That's pretty good. Oh yeah. So let's start off with Artaria. What problems
in
or what do you want
Artaria,
to fix?
maybe Corpus. Like it takes me around. I think I timed it, and the times I go through, which aren't that many, it takes me around 45-ish second, 50 seconds.
Oh, that's actually pretty decent. The only problem, well, besides not getting the hedge glitch, missing that missile. Oh yeah, actually, I should share the screen. Um,
Oh yeah, by the way, I did tell you that skip like a minute,
yeah,
maybe two.
yeah, I'm at the Corpus. Go.
Okay.
Okay, let's start off at the start.
Yeah, this run didn't start that well, by the way.
Yeah,
Just gonna
I
say
saw
that.
the cloak. I saw the cloak.
And like the first hour or so of the run was really bad, really clunky. It was late at night, so I just
Yeah, I
uploaded
feel
it
that.
because I needed some footage, and this one actually looked good.
Yeah. So far movement is okay. You got 145, 150 early cloak, which is very decent.
Yeah, I
Y-
usually get there at around 142, sometimes 139,
yeah,
but
yeah, that's
very
good. That's
rarely.
good to shoot for. I usually shoot for a sub 140 to continue runs.
Yeah, and
Uh,
since I'm playing on physical, that's like a really good time.
yeah. Let's see. So pacing shots, that's pretty good if your consistency is low. Uh, if you're confident in your shots, you just like go crazy, like I do, and just like go.
No, I don't. I'm not confident.
Oh wait,
Like
is
I
this
try
Mega
to.
Skip?
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing Mega Skip. Okay, yeah, pacing shots, 100% what you should do in this.
Yeah, I tried. I tried to freaking. Uh, I tried to like rush it. No, it wasn't working. And I
It's
barely got Corpus because I got the missile drop.
yeah, it's definitely rough. Yeah, you definitely want to pace Corpius, especially in phase one, and counter missiles for Mega Skip, so you get the hedge glitch. Because if you don't get the hedge glitch, you can only miss two missiles.
Yeah, that's
So it's
tough.
definitely rough. It's not much you can do to optimize this besides just not missing and shooting missiles faster. But everything I saw so far, it was pretty much like you can't help it.
Yeah. Is there a way to like manipulate the RNG so that hit speeds more often? Like stand at a
to
certain distance?
to spit, no, it's kind of RNG for that. To get the stab, just being near him will force him to stab, and if you're farther away, you'll force him to whip. But as for spit, it's pretty much RNG as far as I'm aware.
Oh,
outside of being like farther away, which you don't want to do unless
yeah,
you're like
no, like
a god shot. But
no.
yeah. Uh, let's move on from Corpheus. I didn't see anything wrong with here.
Yeah, like I'm confident in my arteria. I have trouble in categories though. I have lots of trouble in categories. I usually lose about a minute there. And in this run, I think I actually do.
Here, you want to do some spin drops as much as possible. It's kind of really tricky though.
Spin drops are like falling off a ledge and then just spinning.
Yeah, because from here you could have went left. I actually have to practice this. You could spin drop left.
Oh wait, let me watch.
Right. So I wonder if I could grab a pen or something. So you could have spin drop left here. If you can see my cursor, you'll be able to see my cursor actually. Yeah, you can see my cursor. You can spin drop here, and then come down over here. And then you would be able to spin drop all the way down here and then jump over.
Okay.
It's slightly faster, and you don't take the damage, which can be a factor, in some cases.
Oh, I see.
Just missile him. This one, you can do whatever you want. I usually kill him.
No, I try to dodge them. There are some times where they just straight up like don't pay attention to me. It's really weird.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to do that. I still don't really know, but that one you can just ledge jump, and then like melee into transition. Either you don't get hit at all, or it just boosts you into the thing.
I usually get hit there and boost me into the other room.
So do you know how to do this room?
Not really. I know you have to jump and aim up so that the first door opens.
Yeah. So
But
it's kind of hard to show. So here,
there.
obviously you should have did it faster, right? Use missiles, or you just like blast them with the beams. And then you just aim up and jump, right? Or open a thermidor. And then as this is coming down, you should already be here. Yeah?
Okay.
And then you want to do a peak jump and do a pseudo magnet jump. Basically, you grab the magnet and then jump. I do a wall jump before the electricity comes out, so the magnet doesn't drag you down and drops your momentum, because that's the only way you're going to make it up to the top. So you do a peak jump, do a pseudo magnet grab, and do a secondary wall jump, and then you'll reach the top.
Oh,
It's kind of tricky. Yeah.
It's kind of like what I did there, but like on the way down.
Yeah, it's tricky. Here, that was kind of high. Oh man, 5 seconds long. So here you want to jump lower, around here,
At the very
right
corner,
at the bottom.
like
Yeah, at the very corner.
at the very edge. Yeah.
Yeah, because then you could do a jump and land up here. So you just
I
like,
see nodes do it.
yeah. So jump here, and then you just like jump across.
Jump into the empty. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I suck at doing the hell run, so I just go below.
Oh,
I
I would
gotta
never. I would
practice
never
that.
do the hell run. These ledges, because you do a ledge jump here, right?
Yeah.
There's 3 spots with ledges like these. You can. Oh yeah, there's actually one in Ataria, or right before Emmy skip. You can jump from this ledge and directly jump up to the second one. Instead of doing the ledge jump like that, you would just jump from here and just go like an S curve. Just jump here and then ledge jump up there. There's only like 3 spots where you can even do that. I see the Emmy
And
spawn.
then here comes my
Okay,
my
so
worst nightmare.
this Emmy spawn. So you have 3 well, technically 4. The fourth one, it's either really low chance, depending on pacing or something. That one
Like
I've never seen where he's just like sitting here, but I think that's just pacing. Because if you go very very fast in this room, it doesn't really apply to you because I've only ever seen like B Dog or I think
it's
Baroof.
happened to me once where he's already on the other side of the door.
Here or on the other side over there.
Yeah, on the other side.
No,
Like the door is closed and he's on the other side, like
so
coming
there's
up or down.
there's 3 spawns here. I have a video on the Emmy spawns. This one was recently discovered, probably, that there might be a fourth one where he's just standing in front of this door. But I think that's just fast pacing. And it's just this spawn before he goes before he goes up to the wall, to the ceiling.
Yeah.
So there's obviously the good one that you want down here.
Yes.
And this one, when you jump up here, right? It's fine if he does this. You don't want to cloak. You just want to slide under.
Yeah, I panic. Every time I
Yeah.
see him up there, I always panic.
The ledge
In
jump
that
is
one,
risky. I would just mantle, and then slide under. If this happens, if you go any slower, he would just went up into the tunnel. So that's good if you suddenly like go slower.
No,
And we go very fast.
Yeah, he always gets me because I'm always trying to go fast.
Yeah, it's ideal to go fast, but this one in particular, usually you would get to like here, right? You just want to slide under him, because he usually takes forever.
And then
Oh, you
I
got the parry.
him, and he grabs me again. That was pure luck, by the way. I was like, okay, go down.
Okay, so here you should have just slid under him and just shot the door.
I think I tried to, but the game won't let me because he's right next to the door.
Where is he?
I think I've done that before and it didn't work, I think.
Maybe. Wow, the second parry.
Yeah, I got the double whammy.
So there's a third spawn here, right? He spawns underneath, right at the down here, right at the middle platform, and then he climbs up. There's if you're very fast, you can actually jump down and over, or just jump down and left and just avoid him completely. But usually at around this pacing, he will climb up the ledge. So when you transition into this room, you just stop, let him finish his ledge clamber animation, and you just jump over him. That's also in the video. That's not the fastest, but it's the most consistent.
Okay.
You went left. That's
I've
fine.
only gotten that one. I've gotten that one like maybe once or twice.
Yeah, those are pretty low. Yeah, I need to work on the ledge jumps, but those are kind of tricky for some reason.
Yeah, always. I always have trouble with those.
Why is that particularly slow? Actually, I should do that. Actually, no,
Like,
less wall jumps. Yeah.
No, I'm saying that my categories, that one was really sloppy, and then you'll see soon enough. Like I find my good friend again.
Oh man, you went for the risky one.
Yeah.
Oops.
And then
so here, if you, I think you were a little bit too slow, right?
I've sometimes I shoot it. That's why I let that charge shot. Because sometimes if I think if I'm fast enough and I shoot and hit the wall, he just will just stand there and scan the wall. I've done that sometimes.
It really depends on the pacing. For this in the previous room, because the spawn starts the moment you enter
The room, the
the Emmy
Emmy's
door.
room.
Yeah,
Okay.
the moment you enter the Emmy door, the Emmy spawn starts. Right.
So
So
if I'm slow, I cannot like shoot the wall and make him
no.
scan the wall. Okay.
Yeah. The only way if you're slow would be since you like going down here, you would just pause here,
And
cloak.
jump over.
No, actually, no. You while he's still over there, you can go open the thermal door, come back to this spot right here, and just cloak. And he'll just go like right over you, and then you just continue on. I like jumping over to the magnet and cloaking, like jump cloak to the magnet because it opens a thermal door, and he'll go under you, and you just drop down, right? If you're slow. But what you should do is in this room, do spin drops, right? So you would zigzag, at least skip, uh, at least do 2 spin drops, right? So as long as you skip at least 2 of these ledges, um,
That's really difficult for me.
yeah, it's really tricky. As long as you skip 2 of these ledges, he will never
He
be
will
right
be
here.
below, like
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what you want to do.
because that's one of the tricky spots for me. And then he appears there, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Huh? Oh, wait. Is this 10 seconds? Oh, this is 5 seconds. Okay. That's fine. You can't even grab it. That one, I don't even know. I'm surprised he even turned back.
Wait, what?
The hammer, like he's just freaking turned back for some reason.
Yeah, sometimes they do that. Like I've seen when I do the early cloak, I've seen the little like guys that spit balls at you. One of them just spins around forever.
Oh, I've never seen that. That's crazy.
You can actually see it in the beginning of the video, I think. Like he would just start spinning around and around.
Yeah, that's good. So here, when you get the switch, there's 2 ways to do this. Either I prefer to do it at the switch. You while you're getting the switch, just aim up, and that thermal door up top over here will just open.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it saves like half a second. The other way, what B Dog prefers is he doesn't do that, and as he runs, he runs while holding like up left, and that also opens it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because those thermal doors open on camera shift. Well, these horizontals ones, I believe, is either camera shift or positional, or both. All right,
Okay.
proximity. You want to slide there.
I hate those drops. That I'm telling you, like this categories was really sloppy. I don't even know why it's lead down there.
Okay.
Like I should have just shot it.
I actually had Morph Emmy spawn during the race. I actually had Morph Emmy spawn under me right there. I don't even know why.
Really?
Yeah,
I've never had it spawn there.
but I had a horrible run, so it might just be death related or something like that.
I mean,
Who
you can
knows?
see I'm probably like I get to like 50 seconds behind my PB there. It's really bad. Like my categories run are always really bad.
Well, no, if you didn't get hit by the Emmy, it would have been
Yeah, it would have been good.
21
Decent.
wide beam. It would have been good. Okay. So here, when you have ledges like this, you want to do a dashing melee into a spin drop, because then you could have went dashing melee, skip this ledge entirely, and then spin drop down and just
Okay,
doing
I see.
like a C. It's kind of
Yeah, it's
annoying, but
I'll get it eventually.
There's four parts in that's another one. Um, like you can't do it here, but you do it on the bottom there.
Yeah,
There's like
like the one on the
four.
left.
There's like four of these ledges, I think. There's not many.
Now this room I hate.
Yeah, these guys are bastards. Yeah. Save the extra second, yeah, or half a second. I don't know. I don't even know if it saves time. So here, what you
I
should do
always get
here,
hit there.
yeah, what you should do here is a dashing melee. It'll kill those things in front of you and take you like right there over that guy.
Oh, okay.
So you'll never actually get
Uh,
hit.
okay. Yeah, that's good to know because I always get hit there.
Yeah. I was really annoyed, and so I just started doing dashing melee.
I,
Here,
I I always forget to freaking slide there or dash there
uh,
or whatever. I never slide.
you you can't slide and you shouldn't jump. You should do a dashing melee, a lunging melee,
Okay.
lunging melee into spin. Because if you don't spin, while in the air after dashing melee, you kind of stall.
Yeah, I've
So
seen that.
yeah, so you don't want to do that. If you slide, you might drop, and if you jump, it's slower. And if you don't do any of those, you basically just do a stumble on the ledge mantle, which isn't bad. Um, so you got a good spawn here. Do you know how to avoid the frog in the well?
I've never had that happen to me.
So when you get the frog, he'll be like right here, right? His
Yeah.
preferred his preferred path up is actually here on the right wall.
Okay.
If I could draw, that'd be great. I don't know how. I'll figure it out later. So his preferred path is here. So when you have this spawn, you're gonna come down and you're gonna wall jump here, like right above him. You're wall jump here, and then go back
Slow.
here. No, it will be like a smooth motion, like drop down, wall jump, go back left, drop down here. He'll basically go like right here as you drop down. So he'll be at this corner as you drop down, and then you slide under him. And that's the fastest way
Okay.
around that frog and well.
Um, and at what point do I notice that he's in the room besides like the beeping noises? Because
So once
I've
you're
never had
here,
that spawn.
yeah, so once you're here, if you don't see this dot, he's down below.
Oh, okay.
If you don't see this dot, he's like the majority of the time he's gonna be down below. Or not there at all. But around here you should see the dot. So like
Okay.
while going through this room, you should be looking at the map the entire time, basically.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I should look at the minimap more often. I've never done that.
Yeah, so
I gotta get
cause
used to that.
yeah, cause at this point you should see a dot down here.
Okay. And then I notice like, oh shit, I'm fucked.
So then you
Like,
go down, jump, slide under. Uh yeah.
I always confuse that last room with this one. Then, like I said, this Qataris was super sloppy.
Yeah. This wall in particular, don't I think just a glitch with the magnet. You want to do a wall jump. You want to do a wall jump or pause, right? Like partly to kill the bug, but if you go too fast, you won't actually grab the ceiling
Did-
for whatever reason.
Okay.
So you always have to pause and then do a jump.
Okay. I actually tried to kill the bug with a spinning animation and I missed him
Yeah, a lot of people prefer.
to
I
shoot
prefer
it.
shooting. Yeah, I prefer to shoot. I think Maroof prefers to do a spin at it or something. A pseudo? No.
No, I don't like doing pseudo though.
Uh, it
That
saves
was
like half a
so
second,
bad.
and it's so hard to get the pseudo.
Yeah. That
Eh,
was super bad, by the way. I was so mad
Yeah,
there because it was 2 a.m. I was super tired. And I usually jump and turn around for the instant charge shot,
yeah,
but it wasn't coming out. And I was getting mad and desperate.
yeah. I feel that. He should be there.
Do I
Yup.
have to? Yeah, he's always there for me.
Yeah,
Now,
he'll always be there.
should I melee down there, like melee and spin in that drop, like the first one?
So here,
There.
um, you can melee. I don't really see much a difference. But you should definitely have spun like right here, past the ledge. It's like really small optimization. You miss the timing.
Yeah, I don't like.
So the
Cause
timing for this is you drop down, you shoot the bug, and then you jump. You start jumping on the right wall now, like just as it leaves the screen. You do a right wall jump, a left wall jump, and then continue.
and then I can grab the magnet and I can wall jump on the right wall again.
Yep.
Okay, okay. So as
It's
soon as the
just
magnet leaves the wall, I jump. And at the
not
peak of my jump,
not as soon as it leaves. You gotta like wait like a hot second. All right, so you like drop down, kill the bug, and you wait like a hot second after it leaves the screen, and then you do a right wall jump into the left and blah blah blah.
okay, okay.
Once you practice it, you'll understand. Yeah, that's fine. I usually grab the magnet and do it. I think B Dog shoots it from like really down below or something. I don't know.
I always shoot it from there. I felt that was more consistent for me. I still
Yeah.
sometimes get trolled by that enemy. And then
Yeah.
you'll see me fuck up there.
Oh my god. That's fine.
Do you know
Wall
why that
jumps are stupid.
happens?
It's just
Yeah.
it's just like the game lagging. It's just stupid. The game is just horrible sometimes.
Mm,
All right, physical. I'm like, why the hell was that so long?
physical.
Actually 135. You're like probably a couple of seconds off sub 30 actually. Oops.
For digital, yes. Like a minute.
So
Right
here
now.
you want to like do a full like hop. Like from here. Well, actually like a short hop cuz you want to clear this ledge like slightly faster.
Oh, okay.
That drone, so drone takes one charge shot and a missile to kill. So you would drop down and hold charge and then kill it as you run past it.
So I don't have to jump.
Yeah, and then you would just missile the shit out of this one, and it's because you don't have to do that melee. And then you kill the drone the same way. That's more or less fine.
I always miss that jump.
No, that's full hop. This one's actually, man, I can't even see actually. So you just gotta be faster there. That's fine. It's
I
pretty
don't know why I
good.
melted there.
This is another one of those ledges where you could just S curve up and not have to do
Okay. Now this enemy is always standing there for me, and he always messes me up.
This one, I don't know. It's a crap shoot. You just deal with it, honestly. you like jump up melee. You can like jump up, shoot them, and just take the hits.
Back to the he sometimes just drops me back to the beginning, and it pisses me off so much.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like no good way of doing it. I even tried to do a wall jump, kill, ledge jump, or something. I don't know. It's just like I just grabbed a ledge and just deal with them. Here, this one's more consistent, but what you can do is what I like to do. This ledge, you do a late slide jump. So you slide jump,
A
slide
coyote
jump.
jump.
Yeah, coyote jump. It's kind of tricky. But
I did
you
that
would
trying
land
to
right
get some
here.
health. I did that trying to get some health because I usually run low of
Yeah, that
health
makes sense.
on health there.
I don't even think
I
they give
I,
health.
w-
So
I
here,
was so afraid
yeah,
there.
yeah, it makes sense. So here you want to slide. Charge shot is good. You want to slide and shoot the charge shot and spam
And
missiles, and you'll kill the drone.
where do I slide? Like way before?
About here.
Like right before the middle of the platform?
Like right about here.
Like there? Yeah.
Yeah, you do it really
Right.
early. But it kind of does matter when you do it because you want him in this spot ideally. This asshole. Because
Yeah.
if you're too far up,
He'll
that
be in the
spike.
way or
No, he won't be in the way. You can still jump over him, but this spike can still clip you, and then you'll lose a charge shot that you're holding for the wide beam.
okay. Then as soon as I saw him alive, I was like, okay, I'm dead. I gotta redo this again.
Yeah, you can. The only way to get a damage boost off that guy is if you go to like the bottom route, like the very bottom, and
No,
that's just
I don't
slower.
like that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very slow. Normal, not normal, but it's fine.
I always forget about that. Like there are rooms where I just forget what I have to do until I see it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that'll
oh yeah, I
happen
have to
until
do this.
you get more comfy. Actually, you should be comfy already. You're basically sub 30.
I'm almost sub
Fine.
30, but I haven't run the game that much. I just practice a bunch of tricks.
Same. Here you do a dashing
That was
melee into a spin. But you also
okay.
need to be holding charge. Oops. You also need to be holding charge because it takes exactly 19 missiles and three the whole wide beam charge shot to break the shell.
And I missed the missile.
18 missiles? I don't know. The count is close. Like if I miss at all, I just straight up like it's just slow. I've never seen that. That's funny.
It happened to me like 3 times in this run. I get the kill there. I've had it where he starts
Nice.
the like the animation and I miss the shot.
Yeah, you can usually tell when you miss it. Like if he's already at the wall, like here, before actually, you could even tell earlier. If you don't break the blob fast enough, you won't get the quick kill. If you miss any of these shots here, that one's fine. If you miss any of those shots earlier, you would not get the quick kill. Like it's fairly easy to tell. That's fine. You can actually slide more into that tunnel, just barely. I see you were trying to do a
Yeah,
slide
no.
morph.
I can't do slide morphs in corners.
Well, actually, you can't do a slide morph in corner. What you want to do is just like, yeah, just this, except actually morph and then jump into the.
Yeah,
Is it
you see me like sliding again because I was trying to morph, but I was too late.
Yeah, that's good. Missed the slide. Here you want to hold charge and then get the.
How to kill those guys.
Yeah, you would usually kill the majority of them, if not all of them. Wait. Yeah. Uh-huh. Missed the jump morph there, but that's fine. Oh, hey, the second speedball. Nice. Okay, so here, you could held a charge shot, and if you do a jump morph, actually, you don't even need to do a jump morph, but the angle is kind of rough. You can actually, like, angle a charge shot, like, directly at the door if you do a jump
Oh,
morph. And then
I
actually
usually
get
just
it.
instant charge at the door.
Yeah. The morph shot actually saves, like, it actually does save time, but it's like really
Okay.
stupid. And you lose no time for actually going for it. So you might as well. You want to do a ledge jump there. You can actually do a jump there and just break it there and just mantle in.
I, I've tried that and I usually just break one. That's why I like being safe.
Yeah, that's fine. You can actually jump morph into that. Kind of hard though.
Yeah, I think I've tried that before. Jump morph in there.
You can actually jump morph there. Debatable. It's 5 frames faster if you do like a slow Inshin morph thing. If you jump morph, it's fine.
Oh,
That's whatever.
yeah, like that's whatever. I know the movement in that
Yeah.
room and up to like Kraid. I cannot infinite wall jump, so I just spam until Kraid is nice and throws me the spikes
Dang, you know about that.
or
Man, everyone knows about that ball drop, and me, it sucks.
I saw you talking about it the other day, and that's why I started doing it. But I have also seen, I think it's Oats and Goats who does it too. And then it takes like 40 seconds to get to Kraid.
All right. Physical. Uh-huh. Slide.
Miss the slide.
Fine. Whoa. That was a big jump. All right, actually seen that. That's good there. Oh yeah, we're out of Catarus. Is there anything in this section specifically? Oh, actually, let's watch Creator first.
I feel my Kraid is pretty solid. I just sometimes fall like a dum dum and deal with it.
You shoot your missiles kind of slow. Yeah, you shoot your missiles kind of slow.
I don't know if I feel I feel that if I mash faster, I actually shoot slower.
Makes sense.
I was like, oh cool, thank you, Kraid. And he does like a melee instantly.
Save. A ladder that late, you basically don't even save time. But here when you get,
I could have jumped instead of parrying.
you could have jumped, but it's actually faster if you hold left and aim. What's up, Oso? Yeah, I'm analyzing spots where he's struggling or have questions. But yeah, here you can aim left, like hold aim and aim left, and it'll just instantly take it away, and you can just shoot.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't know about that because
So
in the
yeah,
last run before that one, I got into the cutscene by accident.
yeah. So
Or
if
I
you
think it
aim
was that.
left, you would have shot him like here while his mouse was like open. It's like really fast. Thanks for a decent RNG. Go for the punch, jump. I don't think you even want more than one nail. This is good RNG, but I don't know why it's taking forever.
I don't know either. Like sometimes it just
I
takes
was,
forever. It's
I
probably
was
because I shoot my missiles really slow.
maybe because that was really good RNG, but very slow, which doesn't make sense.
And then I'm okay with all that. Probably just a little bit of pathing. I go for early grapple. I get the jumps. I actually learn how to do the. There, I just do that.
Yeah, the fumble, etc., etc. Usual.
Then that takes like a hot minute.
Be something
There, I learn
specific.
how to like spin jump to the button.
It's slightly faster if you do more fall.
Oh,
Like very marginally faster. I
well,
almost kind of don't even want to do it, but it's a thing.
okay.
Damn, you got such a fast grapple. I need to practice that. That one grapple.
And then I that was really sloppy, but I got it.
That's better than mine.
And I was in call here, by the way, so there are some sections where I'm playing really sloppy, like in
Mhm.
the infinite bomb jumps
Good.
to get the flash shift. Because I was in call, everyone was talking. I was like, "Please shut up! I need to concentrate. I need to focus."
Yeah.
There,
Uh.
what do I do? By the way, I always get hit.
Was this jump intentional?
That no, that was accidental.
Okay. Just morph. Slide morph.
Okay.
You'll go right over him.
Oh, okay. And then I miss the ledges as usual. Then I miss everything there as usual too.
Slide morph. Jump. Jump morph in there. Usual stuff.
I see the enemy there. I'm like, oh, good. I'm good.
That watch was fine. Grapple might be just as fast. Here you can do a morph coyote jump up to this ledge right here. So,
Oh,
so you just clamber
unmorph
in.
as
Yeah, yeah. You clamber in. You don't morph at all. You just clamber in, and then as you come out, you jump. Specifically, spin jump. And then you'll reach this ledge.
oh.
Jump morph there. Save 5 frames. Hard to say. 5 frames is such. It's so finicky to even like count. If you're doing any large drops, you want to be in morph ball.
Got it. Then I miss every
You
shot there.
yeah. I mean, I missed that too. You can be aware of opposite ledge jumping, like here, right? You should jump to the right, but you
I've
like did
always
ledge jump.
tried that, but I never get it.
Yeah, it's
Like
annoying.
I've tried that so many times in a different ledge actually. The one in Artaria, like right after
Is this
the
faster? No, I think these jumps specifically were like a little bit too slow. That's fine. You can actually jump morph into there. It's like
They're gonna hold. When you morph, you end up like at the same height as someone's like chest, or you gain a little bit of height,
when you do a
or
jump
what?
morph.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes you say you
So
can jump morph there, but I see like I barely grab the ledge sometimes.
yeah, so here if
Like
you do a
there.
jump morph, okay, jump morph, you would actually have been slightly like around here. If you did jump morph, you would like been right about here, and you would like inched in. There's several spots like that, like early grapple, that first jump into the morph tunnel. You can actually do it there too. It apparently saves 5 frames. Leaky counted it.
I I don't feel like doing that in early grapple though.
What? No. Um, it's the one before the blob,
Oh,
or the one with the blob.
before the coyote jumps. Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's like you kill the wide beam door, and then you just do a jump morph. Here you want to use like morph ball, right? You want to slide morph ball, and then you just like go straight in.
Okay.
It's fine. Miss a slide morph.
Every time.
You can
And
actually
then
get
I
a.
missed the.
I actually got the morph ball drop here, the speed drop. It. I don't even think it saves time, but you know,
It looks
possible.
cool.
Usual.
I don't know how to like. I sometimes get that,
Nice.
sometimes I don't, and I always
It's
miss time though.
so you have to do exactly what you just did. If you touch this wall at all with morph ball, you won't get it.
Oh, okay.
So you're basically
And then
you're playing with pixels.
I'm playing with what?
You're playing with pixels.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, that was a fast one. You can actually do a coyote jump off that morph tunnel and go straight to the ledge.
Oh,
Like you just like jump straight to the ledge.
do you know how to morphle into the laser door? Sometimes get it, sometimes I don't. It's like a 50-50 for me.
Morph ball into what?
Into the laser, so he like boots you to the other side.
No, I just take the hit. Like I don't even like
You
if
don't even bother.
yeah, like it's such a small optimization. Like I don't care about it right now. Like if you cloak if you like slide cloak there and then uncloak right about here as it's coming back, you just like run past or something like that. But I honestly like I could be asked. That's good.
And
Good.
that rune sometimes just fucks me up. I was mad there and I just killed the guy because he always sucks me in.
Yeah. Well, you went for the damage boost, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
but I
good.
missed it and I fell.
Any of the suckers, it's always. Oh, actually, no missiles just as fast. Oh,
And there's where
yeah.
I was telling you, like, I was in call, everyone was talking, I was like, please shut up, I need to focus. I
I can't
missed it
even do
all.
that, so I still need to practice it. Yeah, well, so I freaking hate it. It only saves 8 seconds, so I'm probably never gonna do it.
I don't remember, it was you who said, like, morphing into of the ledges underwater, like, gives you a bit of a boost
Yeah,
forward.
it's a weird boost, but it does. So since you're going for a water bomb jump, you want to lay that bomb. You want to lay that bomb
Definitely.
slightly left here, and get hit to store the water bomb, and then charge and do this and blah blah blah. So once you get up here, you will already have a water bomb stored.
Okay, I always wondered why people could do that without storing it. Now I see.
Yeah, it's fine. Ooh, almost too fast. If you go too
'Cause
fast
he
here,
can go.
yeah,
He can go to the oh.
yeah. If it was like you were barely on the cusp, if you were any faster, he would just like came here and just like ruined you.
I've never had that happen to me, so I thought like, why people don't try that ever?
Because it's scary. Yeah, that's fine. I usually do 2 ground morphs into a jump. I mean, ground flash into a jump flash. You have a slight delay between flashes, where you can actually like fit in a jump.
Yeah, sometimes it's just that the flashes are finicky for me, and I just
Yeah.
gotta do them all like one after the other.
That's fine.
It happened again there, by the way.
Ooh,
Like the door
yeah,
didn't
I
open.
saw. I mean, kudos for trying to get the frame. Oops.
It's
general.
just like regular Emmy kill.
Yeah. You can actually kill him like over there, which is crazy. It
I've
requires
killed him
one-
way earlier too, but like
Yeah.
I guess you gotta aim into the tunnel and hit him, and it's really hard to do.
So here, oh, too blurry. So here, ideally, if you didn't, ideally you don't miss, obviously, and you kill him over there. But if he's anywhere like around where he is right now, or it's like slightly behind, it's arguably faster to wait until he's right about here to kill him.
Because then you'll drop on the platform.
Yeah, you'll drop to the bottom with this kill, like this, right? That's why
I've had
you wait.
times where I just I had time where I just like landed the top platform.
Yeah, if you kill him around here, you'll always like be right there. A lot of a lot of people wait to like drop down, but that's just slow because you want to kill him over here by the entrance.
I've never had that kill.
It's
in the
hard.
entrance.
Like you can't miss a shot. That's fine. That's good. Actually, you get higher than me.
Oh really?
Surprisingly, maybe that was a ledge boost. That's fine. I would have I would have one grapple there. Because you can just like turn grapple and then just do the same thing. It's like very slightly faster. Flash in here.
Yeah, I sometimes just forget to flash. Also, I think I don't flash in there because I feel I won't have it by the time I wall jump.
I still haven't been able to do that reboost. The flash shift boost?
Yeah.
Oops. No, it's like chat.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine. Oops, yeah, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, loading screens.
Do you know about the spark tech here?
Yeah, I
Oh
don't
my
want to
God.
try it. Yeah, you can see I was like getting lots of mistakes in the early game. Then
I miss.
like
Oh my God.
see I was messing
Yeah.
up a lot.
Oh man, I died here during the race. I was so salty. Next fucking corner to speed boost.
Yeah, this guy sometimes just
Oh
kills
yeah,
me.
sorry.
And then I missed
Yeah,
the...
this takes a surprising amount of practice, honestly. Yeah, it's fine. I kind of would prefer just a slow spark out of habit because you go invincible. Slow spark, if you do a melee, um, sometimes he could just like destroy you because he's an asshole.
And by the way, I haven't
Wait,
grabbed...
wait, you go in with 53? You
Yeah.
madman.
Why?
I know. I go in with 63. It's just comfier.
For super missiles?
For a Ravenbeak. That's slower. I don't know why you went that way. Because I
I
grabbed
always go
these.
to grab...
53 is optimal. But it's like can't miss. I think going above and dropping down is faster.
Oh, okay.
Do 55. Man, y'all crazy.
I actually... Yeah, I go for 55 usually. Or 57.
Yeah, that's fine. Here is a very small optimization. But you either want to kill him or whatever you want to do with him.
I'm too slow. I can manage to kill that guy in the while I'm underwater.
Yeah, you do whatever with this guy, but the important thing is you want to shoot the door and you want to flash to the door and start speed boosting.
Oh, it's
Okay.
faster.
Like very slightly faster.
I think I missed both the speed boosters there. That's somewhere like I do need to practice a lot more. Like all the speed booster sections. Like
Oh yeah, you're about
those
ready to.
ones.
Oh yeah. I can't confirm if this is faster yet. I didn't do a side by side for it yet. But if you're speed boosting, it might be faster to do a flash shift to the tram button instead of dead stopping. It's actually faster to go below. And you
Oh,
don't have to
really?
get, yeah, you don't have to
Oh, because the
do
door is gone.
yeah, no more.
Then I missed the jump there, and
Yeah,
now I'm
do
sad.
that. Would have been dope to see the perennial link.
I messed up both the speed jumps, the speed boosters there. I think.
No, we'll see. Oh, yeah, you
Yeah,
missed it.
I messed up. Yeah, I missed both of them. I usually get this one. Then I got a super good Corpus kit. The Corpus Drops kit.
These ledge jumps are like
Kind of slow, yeah.
yeah, like you go really far out. Four shots, that's fine. You go on the left. Wow.
I hate this room.
So here, you can cloak and just jump up and shoot, or like jump grapple up,
And
like straight up.
grapple.
So you'll end up right here, and then you aim grapple here. Like
yeah, I don't know why
like
I
basically
tried to
like
go
that.
up. I like right below the other guy, and then they mess up my time, and I just decide to kill them. I think no, actually, not yet.
But yeah. So if you do the cloak grapple, it would take you like 3 grapples just to get here. I find it easier to
Okay,
flash
I'll
shift
try
to the
that.
upper left one. Flash shift to the upper left one. Yeah, crazy. But if it works for you, you do you also. Here you just get off the
speed booster there.
fuck. You can get off the button like right here and open the door and just do a speed booster instead of like going all that back. You just like get off, open the door, and just go.
Okay. That's actually like the second time I've gotten that speed booster, and I also parried that enemy to get some health back, because I suck at that Chozo.
Here, you could do this run. I prefer to do a jump morph because you get like a little bit extra height and it's like easier to get the slope.
I don't tend to do that. I was just learning. I went for it just to see if I could get it.
What the hell was that? I was yawning. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fine. It's kind of slow though, because here I would have stored. I would have kind of like just dropped down here, because then it will spawn him, and then do a spinning jump up here. And then like instant
Then
spark them.
shoot and shine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to do that once and hit the ledge, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. Because I hate this guy. He always kills me.
He's really annoying. Oh, you have 3 E-Tings here. Oh. Ah. Wait, did you get the flash shift E-Tank? I don't remember.
Flash shape? Which one?
The flash shift E-Tank.
No.
Oops. Tarya, Katara, Speed Booster, E-Tanks. Speed Booster?
Yeah, like all the speed keep I need help with. Like the ones in Elon, and like Elon back to Gavaran, and the one in the Semi room, all
Yeah.
those.
I was
This
just
one
about to get
I
them.
got kind of okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go look for it. This one. You
Oh
just
no,
like
I
gave
don't
up.
go for that one. Yeah, I never get that one.
You get the one after Chozo and Gabra and Lou?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I skipped both in the race. Oh my god, I hate it. God damn it. Oh my god. Okay.
I shouldn't be in call while recording those because they look horrible.
Are we back where we were before? God damn it.
A little bit before that.
You did 2 E-Tanks, ass. You crazy. There's missile plus one, then E-Tank at the vertical shaft. Oh yeah, right. Here, as you come out of the morph tunnel, you just hold up. Hold up and you'll instantly grab it.
Okay.
Flash there. When you come out, flash and it'll just go straight. Like straight over all of them. I guess you try to go for the jump morph. Or a grapple morph, whatever you want to call
Sometimes, yes, sometimes. I always forget to charge the shot there, and
it. More jump morphs.
I missed the jump.
Missed it,
Get
yeah.
hit.
I don't remember. Yeah, actually just a spin jump is enough.
I was looking at something else, and I didn't speed boost there.
Okay.
I was just holding right and looking at something. I think someone was posting memes at that time, and I just exited the tram.
Oh, it was a pretty good movement. That's fine. I try to do a flash shift, spin, morph and stuff like that. That's fine. You go slightly faster by doing a slide flash through them, but honestly, they suck. You go.
Okay.
Wait, are you going for this?
Yes. I tried to.
It's 2 seconds slower.
I always miss there. Really?
Yeah.
I'm just going normal?
Yeah.
Oh damn, I didn't know that. Well, cool points.
It's oh shit. It's specifically because of this. Like you doing this, it makes it slower. Uh,
Damn.
you can actually, you can actually, as you run in, shoot wide beams like in this angle, and get the same like one block kill. I've done it multiple times. That might make it even, or make it even slightly faster. I'm not entirely sure, but
But
at the moment,
what
yeah,
what I'm hearing is it's not worth going for this. Just for
yeah,
style
it's really
points.
it's really hard, but speed booster.
And then I always get hit there by the flame
Do
guys.
actually go look at that. So I would
I
have
have close
paused.
to no HP, mind you.
What?
I have close to no HP, mind you, so I'm really worried I'm gonna die.
Yeah. So here, you usually I would have. So I saw I missed this. I would have paused slightly to do a jump flash. Because once you reach the door, you'll get Aeon back, and then you want to flash. You want to do like 2 or 3 flashes into the door. And then
Okay.
you go straight past these guys. One wild running, one super missile jump, one mid jump. Man, Zas, you got the big brain strats. You're braver than me.
And then you can see how surprisingly English! Surprisingly slow I mash.
What kind of mashing method?
I just shake my whole controller with my left hand. Because I'm left-handed. I'm
Oh,
left-handed and
yeah. Well, let's hope Parabol becomes legal. I kind of need it at this point. My hands hurt. Thanks for a follow, Game Blaster, Blastinator. Uh, honestly, just mash faster.
yeah.
Left hand shake.
I
Never
need to
heard of
learn how to
that.
do that.
I don't even know how you mash if you're left-handed. Maybe like flip your controller around.
Yeah, in like
Like,
the Ravenbeak cutscene, I do that. I just like hold my controller with my right hand and mash with my left.
oh, so you're gonna hurt yourself single thumb mashing.
Yes.
Um,
Loading
yeah, I don't
screens. I
know.
think I
Do
forget about the cutscene.
I don't know about left-handed mashing. I don't know. Do a kickflip on the freaking controller. Yeah, like, good luck. Early phantom. Oh, actually, it is important. You want to do 2 flashes into that grapple, right? If you do 2 flashes,
Yeah,
you'll end up right there, and it'll give you just enough distance to
yeah.
do a speed boost.
That's why I flashed twice back, and then I lose my
Hey, the
speed
speed
boost
boost.
there.
So you didn't lose that much time because you got the nice little D boost. But here
I
you
got the
shot early. Uh, you want to just take this slow. Well, you're in speed, but you kind of want to take it slow, right? Because you want to land here and you want to do the shot.
after landing.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then
I see.
and then honestly, as long as you get to this ledge, the speed boost is whatever. Early Phantom Mega Skip or what her main. Yeah, actually, Mega Skip hurts. And the water skip hurts. I look like I'm holding a shit in on stream. Okay. That's not a good look. You can actually speed boost. It's slightly faster if you open a door and go like here ish. And then just speed boost because then you can just jump over everything and ignore everything. Uh,
There, I always lose the speed boost too. If it's not there, like sliding down, it's in the jump for
s-
the wall jump.
yeah.
I either
So
hit the wall or
here you slid late. Other. God damn it, 5 seconds is like not enough. A lot. Some people prefer to jump into this door. I don't. Like it does not. It doesn't feel consistent to
no, I
me.
think I think I got used to like sliding off and then morphing midair, then on morphing and
Uh,
jumping.
can't really go over speed boost because you didn't get it. But yeah, you just slid late, right? Slide morph, blah blah blah. Here you want to slide morph, right? You want to jump on here, slide morph, and then morph ball jump here, and then you basically do the same thing as Berenia 2 speed tech here, and you just go ham.
Wall jump, yeah.
Yeah, it is
Then luckily
slightly
the Emmy
faster.
went left.
Yeah,
Luckily the
it's
Emmy went left there.
as long as you do the slide morph method, because people do it differently, specifically here at this speed, because I tend to do like a jump here and do like a
Yeah,
speed
where do
mantle
you
jump.
jump there? Because I usually I also miss the booster there around there, or either the wall jump or in that little ledge right there.
Um,
Like I also tend to lose my speed booster there for some reason.
I don't know why you. I honestly don't know why you. Do you grab the ledge or you just like lose speed?
Like I straight up like I feel I bunk into the wall and lose my speed booster.
Yeah.
I
So
sometimes feel it's because like I wall jump and I keep holding on left instead of changing directions, and I lose the speed booster there.
as long
But
as you
sometimes I
hold
feel I lose
left.
it.
Okay. So it's a timing issue. If you're holding left and you're not already jumping to the wall, you just lose it. There's two methods here. I prefer the slower method. The fast method is you just straight up do a jump, like just
All the
clear
way
this
to the
ledge.
wall.
Yeah, and then you do a jump. But I'll get into that why I don't like that later. I prefer to do a jump and kind of do a speed booster, uh, speed mantle like Verenia 2, and then jump
Mm-hmm.
here, right? So it'll be like speed mantle, jump, and then do that into a wall jump, slide morph. Uh, Cause if you do the fast method
And what do you slide morph there
to get the
down there?
mantle, what?
Why do you slide morph when you get to the upper platform?
It
Like
makes the tunnel easier to hit.
okay.
Because if you don't do it, it gets really annoying, really fast. Uh, but if you do the fast method, because there's the bad spawn where you're just freaking in front of the door. If you do the fast
Mm-hmm.
method, you would have
You
to
can
do,
sometimes.
yeah, you would have to hold charge. But you would either have to stop, right? If you're not fat, if your
If you're too fast.
reflexes, actually, no, you want to be too fast. But if your reflexes aren't good enough, you just get grabbed, like period.
Oh.
Um, but if you do the fast method, you would almost always have to hold charge here. This is actually the fastest way of going through this room too. You hold charge and do a morph ball shot, right? You would open this and you would just speed through here. Cause grapple is slightly faster than sparking up. I will still spark. I like sparking. But if you do a slower method, that I like to do with the slide morph and all that stuff, it doesn't matter which spawn he has, because you delay it just enough where this Emmy will just go up here as you land.
Yeah.
So like I would just store where this Emmy is just like right there, and I just continue on.
And he almost got me there. I was like, oof. Because he hasn't freezed me there in a while.
Yeah, you gotta be
Where bomb
like
jump
you gotta fumble
down.
pretty. Wow, that water bomb jump was really low. Yeah, you gotta fumble the water movement pretty bad. Yeah, it's fine. I usually just I don't remember what I do
I
actually.
do. I do that to avoid the enemy.
Yeah. Well, one water ledge jump. The one in water, debatably even with just clambering, but whenever you have a ledge like this above a water or near water, basically any ledge where you can actually clear the water if you do a ledge jump, you should do it because it's slightly faster. Because technically you're jumping out of the water, and
Okay, I think I didn't. I just didn't know that.
yeah, it's a weird thing because if you leave water or even touch water, you get like a second of water state. So doing
Yeah,
a ledge jump out of it would get you
feels
out of the
weird.
water state. I don't know. It's like it's some weird shit. Let's jump. I think I do a wall jump. I either do a wall jump or a spinning flash to this ledge, and like you just avoid it always. I wouldn't say always, because I got hit by accident sometimes. It's fine.
Then I get the bad enemy spawn. I
I,
somehow melee him. He didn't grab me, and I got the shine spark. I just
yeah,
noticed that.
yeah. What a weird melee.
Yeah, I was just
So
mashing out of the freeze.
so I would never do this, right? Like, because he can actually be right here. Like he can actually like be right here. If you were any slower, in that previous room, and you would just
Okay.
drop on him. So I would just like let Samus naturally drop here, because then you'll land right in front of him. You'll still get hit, but you can still mash out and like go forward a little bit, and then still get the speed boost instead of just straight dropping on him. Yeah, it's fine. That's his preference. Oh wait, no, that second spark is actually slower. Do you know about the quick kill?
The one where
Yeah,
you like no. Yes, I do, but I don't do it.
interesting. Why?
Cause I once shine spark into the ledge instead of spin jumping, and I felt bad, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to do it again. I did it once, and I was like, damn, this is actually really quick. And then I tried it again, and that happened. I'm like, okay, I need more practice with this.
I think. Oh god. Oh. If you have problems with
Yeah,
hitting at that ledge, because you're supposed to like spin jump this way, right? You didn't do
yeah.
that. Just spin jump left. Spin jump left, and you'll just clear ledge.
Okay, I'll try that later.
Hi.
If I have the chance to do a run tonight, maybe tomorrow.
Hold on. Huh? I'm almost done. What? I'm surprised we're gonna get through the whole run actually. Etc.
I think most of the sections I have trouble with
Wife
already.
aggro. I do a spark here, like do a spinning and an instant spark. I think it's marginally faster. I can't really tell. Yeah, it's fine. I also spark here sometimes. It's slower, but it's cooler. And sometimes that's most important. Here. Flashing out a speed boost might actually just be the same as dead stopping. I don't know.
And here,
Yeah.
the call was getting too noisy because, mind you, I was in call during this whole run, and lots of people were there, and I missed the time there, and I was like, okay, I'll do the bomb jumps.
Well, I didn't know you could charge there. Oh, wait, do you usually do bombs?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I try to do pseudo once or twice, and then if I don't get it, I go for bombs.
Yeah, that's the usual strategy. Very nice.
And yeah, I practice that a lot.
Yeah, once you get it down, it's like It's kind of
Yeah, like the muscle memory for that is really nice.
yeah. It's surprisingly solid for muscle memory.
And then I think there I just fell and not to do it again.
Small optimization here. You can actually just do the space jumps, and then aim down and shoot for the missile.
Yeah, I think I've tried that, but I do this to be safer. Then really slow. I thought I was gonna unmorph there. I didn't.
Oh, I
I
honestly don't
decided
even know what the
to.
best movement through this room is. Like I've tried different things. They all feel the same. You wanna actually no, that's good enough. I usually slide morph until that. Outside of consistency and just making your lines faster or well tighter. Do you know how to speed keep through there?
I have to slide there, right?
Yeah, so here I like to just spam
Then
beams.
shoot and
Yeah. So then you would like basically shoot it
open
here.
the door. Yeah,
Yeah, and then you want to
slide morph.
yeah, you just slide morph. Key point in the slide morph is you want to make sure the ball touches the ground. And
Before
then
unmorphing.
yeah, because most times you will just accidentally lose speed if you're just like trying to preemptive it. I like to make
Yeah,
sure.
that happens to me a lot.
Yeah, I like to make sure, and then you would unmorph here. And just do the usual thing. Uh, Specifically because if you don't unmorph when you touch the safe station, you actually go flying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really
Oh,
stupid.
because the little.
Yeah, if for
The
some
tiny
reason acts as a ramp.
That's hilarious.
There's oops. So here,
Yeah.
if you do a space jump here, right at that thing, you would actually clear this.
Okay, I wonder
But
how.
yeah, but what you should do is just morph ball. Like you just do flash morph ball, and then you'll just like clip this in a sec, and it's like very marginally faster.
I gotta remember to morph while falling.
I wish the speed boost here was faster. I'm gonna lose this like a second.
Then I was too slow there.
Go left. I don't know why people go right, but you want to go left. There's actually a spark here where you just like spark at the statue. That also loses a second, but actually
Cool.
it looks cool, but it only loses a second to the the triple flash shift if you clear this gap. If you don't clear this gap, that spark is slightly faster than what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I kind of like the spark the door too, just because it's cool. But again, loses a second. Most of speed and spark tech in this game generally lose a second.
I don't know why I can get this charge shot consistently, but not the one in the gravity, heading to the gravity suit.
Very nice water jump. Charge jump. You can actually jump here to this wall and morph, and it'll just land in there. It's not as stupid as the tram one.
Okay, because I think I've actually just what do I do there? I slide and morph. I think I got it like once.
Uh,
I do the speed booster there.
This one is actually slower, but the water bump jump is kind of annoying. You just speed boost after
Yeah,
a plasma, but mention all these. Hey man, that one's cool, but it loses 2 seconds. Right? Most of the other speed boosters loses 1, so I think there's a
There's a clear difference there.
yeah.
But hey, the plasma one looks extra cool though. You might do
Yeah,
it.
I'd probably do it. Doing
I
this
don't know
instead
how
of
to do the.
yeah,
I don't know how to do the.
I have a tutorial on that, of course. This doing the pseudo saves you 4 seconds,
Okay.
4 to 6 seconds, I believe, and
I th- I
it's
think
really easy.
yeah, I think it's just the angle that I don't get.
Uh,
This is like almost straight, right? To the
so
left. It's like 20 degrees.
there's 2 setups for the initial position. You could do
I
this
I'm
really
more full
weird.
into the door.
Yeah, so you want to cover her green ball, and you want to melee, and then you want to aim here. See this like gray line?
Yes.
You basically aim it there. The best indication is you will see half of Samus's laser. Right, that red laser,
Okay.
half of it will be gone.
Yeah.
And that's your angle.
Like in the screen, like in the wall, like you will only see
Yeah,
half of it
like yeah, you only see half of it coming out of her
out of
arm.
the cannon.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it'll be like a red laser, and then half of it's gone towards the ground. That's your angle, which should be aiming at this line, or like slightly off a little bit.
Okay.
And what that pseudo affords you actually is roughly the same for the speed, but you want to spark. You want to instant spark this slope. Get past, because once you store here, you get the perfect angle to do 2 full space jumps up, like with ease. And then you go left and you spark up, and that saves an extra 2 seconds, I believe. So if you do everything correct versus what you just did, it would have saved roughly six seconds.
Oh, but that seems like that shine spark looks like it's gonna be difficult to keep, right? Because you gotta hold it for a while. Because you do it before the pseudo or after,
Before the pseudo. Um,
like
you sh-
in the room before, right?
yeah.
Like here.
So yeah, I would. So specifics about the store, because it does matter when you store, and yeah, the morph ball setup's good. I mean, it's just, some people use a double melee. I don't like that. Some people like run into the door and then like kind of figure it out from there. I don't know. The morph ball is more consistent. But when you speed boost here, right, you want to do a speed mantle, and as right before you reach the door, you want to store, because when you store right before the door, you actually end right here. Like you slide into the door in transition and you end right here, giving you like
Oh,
the
okay.
extra time to do the setup. Because if you store past after the door, you actually end up here by the wall. So like it kind of matters. But if you know the setup for the double melee, because they like lunging melee left and lunging melee right, um,
Oh, that sounds painful.
yeah, it's like I don't know how people do it. That might be a good backup if you miss the store. But yeah, and then I slow spark because I don't want to risk losing the spark. Uh, which might have lost me all the time I would have saved for doing the spark, but like it's just cooler.
And where do you like store the spark again? Like at the very end?
At the very end, what?
In the slope. Like you store spark again and you get the perfect angle, you said,
Oh
to
yeah,
do the
you just spark this. It's like this angle right here. You spark this and you hold down, and you like hit this and you'll store it right there, like automatically. Like you'll slide up and store it right there, and then you just jump up.
Okay. Man, I hate space jump in
Yeah,
every
it can be
Metroid
really
game.
finicky. Hold charge through here. Once you kill him, you just shoot it. Yeah, I'll take off one
Yeah.
charge, and then you do a quick charge shot there, and then you will like bang, bang, and you'll go up. Instead of
okay.
doing that.
And then the run for the
honestly,
gravity
it's
suit.
whatever. There's a much way actually.
And then
Don't do that.
I fuck up there a lot.
Oh man, I'm freaking tired. Let's see. Honestly, whatever. Hey, look, the spin jump. Here, just do jump morph. It's kind of finicky. You don't
Yeah, I
want to
think
hold right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I think I've tried the morph jumps there, and I think in other ledges that are just above the water, I just don't get it. Oh yeah,
So
the one going to Burenia. I
yeah,
tried to.
so those jump morphs, you don't want to hold towards the ledge. It's basically like a water ledge jump. You just you jump away, morph into the tunnel.
Okay. I missed the speed boost.
The wall jump. I think that one's technically faster.
And I get it. I do a flash shift there to be safe. And then I don't flash shift down there because I tried that like 3 times before and I always miss it. That's a
That's
big
fine.
loss.
So honestly,
I
just get
kill
through
the
it.
enemies. Yeah, I kill the enemies there, so I get more HP. I was like,
You
because
used to do it
those,
later.
yeah, the two choices are just really annoying.
Here you can kill these like really fast, but the set for it is kind of stupid. Space jump and morph ball tunnels. What?
And no, I didn't kill them all. I just killed some of them.
Spam jump and morph ball. You're talking about these morph ball tunnels?
Are you talking to me?
Oh no, my chat.
Ah.
Space jump. Why? Uh, is that faster? I usually do a jump morph into these tunnels. Man, jump. Interesting. You can actually kill these blobs really fast. It's really annoying. Jumping is faster than rolling. Oh, yeah. Wait. I don't know what you're referring to, but yeah, do that.
Yeah, I somehow saved like 32 seconds out of being a minute behind in the
You,
spark.
you saved
Then
a whole
gravity
minute.
suit another like yeah. Because
Just
in my
jumping as
PV,
one.
I messed up. In my in my PV, I messed up the Shine Sparks puzzle.
Yeah. Yeah, just jumping as well whenever you're moving. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he knows that. Do
Yeah,
you know that?
underwater. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here, if you store right here on this ledge, one flash is all you need, and you can spark straight up, and then you'll land right here.
I sometimes get that one. Sometimes I miss it. It's like a 50. No, it's like a 2080 for me.
Yeah, it's just store at the edge.
Okay.
In one flash.
And then I just spark them.
That's fine. Ideally, you want them together and the spam, but and no one likes smashing.
Yeah, I suck at mashing to remember. So I just do that. I was in Call too, so
no.
I tried to get the quick kill, but I don't get it.
Let's see.
I didn't get it because remember, I was in call. At this time, there were like 7 people in call. All of them were talking at the same time.
Is this
And I
during a
needed to focus
race?
for this. No, it wasn't. It was last night. For some reason, a lot of people joined. And they all
When
started
you were playing
talking.
with Finch or whatever.
I was playing with. It wasn't Finch. It was. I forgot the name of the guy. Like the other guy that wanted to do the Hondo.
Oh yeah, it's okay.
Uh,
Obviously late timing.
Yeah, like I got that fight down. I just missed. If I missed the first one, I'm like, oh well, fuck it. I'll
Oh,
do
you just do.
this.
Oh,
And
you
then,
just do the slow one.
yeah, if I miss that, I just do the slow one, and then he just never charged at me again, and I killed him. And for some reason, the
Oh,
first like bomb there, it's
fuck.
always a regular one.
So in this room specifically, and only this room, for some reason, the game takes forever to register you have cross bombs. So the cross bombs, when you hold the cross bomb button, it does a click noise, right? You can actually lay it
Yeah.
before the click noise comes out. But in this room specifically, it takes a whole second for it to register you have cross bombs. So you can actually lay a cross
Get
bomb
regular bombs.
after the click instead of before, which is stupid. So you spam. There is a spark tech technically here where you just store it and then you spark right
Oh my god.
here, partly
That's
to
unfair.
alleviate. I mean, you don't have to do that.
No.
So
Yeah.
and so in some cases it
Cross
might be
bombs,
better.
RNG.
You can actually jump over that. You want to speed boost through this whole thing. Like you come out of the morph tunnel and then you start speed boosting.
And then
So this would actually be even with just speed boosting.
oh,
Because one, you
that
stored
was
late,
slow.
and the only way it's faster is if you
It's
store an
by
instant spark, not melee instant spark.
oh, okay.
And you also missed the shot, but yeah. It's very finicky about that 1 second it saves. This one, if you do the cross bomb and then you do a slide morph, like a speedy slide morph. Let me see. You would actually be damage boost down.
Oh, okay.
Or you just slide in and it'll unmorph, I believe, and it'll still damage boost you down. But you want to like not be in morph ball, because then that happens.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. And that one took me a while for some reason. I usually get it like first or second try.
Oh, I might as well finish the whole run. Why not?
Yeah, there is not much to do. I think I missed this Shine Spark against the Shouso robots, and this one. I need help with that one too. I always lose it there. It's because I shoot late, right?
One, you don't need to go back here. That's one thing a
Okay.
lot of people struggle with is giving too much room to speed boost. Cause you just drop down and run. Cause this runway is like freaking huge. Here you missed the morph. So you got the slide, but you didn't morph. And you can only keep the speed if you do a slide morph. Like back to back. If you
Okay.
slide and then
Okay.
morph, you actually just lose speed. I believe.
Yeah, because I always lose the speed there.
But that also only applies to sliding. Because ball hates air. But you can do a jump and then do a delayed morph and still keep speed, or do a wall jump into a morph. But if you slide, you have to do like back to back, or the other way, which does use in some speed tech, where you just kind of like go off the ledge a bit and not slide, and then you just morph, right? You skip the slide and morph. That will give you a little bit more height. That doesn't really come to play yet, except for like one speed tech that's not even worth it, I think, outside of
Yeah,
glitchless.
you can see there. I tried to morph too
Yeah.
late.
The speed tech, if this Emmy's here,
I try and store there and jump over him.
yeah. There's a specific way for you to keep boost is if you do a jump here. Like you transition, you do a jump, you'll stall right here, just in time. You hold charge, and then as this enemy comes down, you do a jump morph, and it'll shoot the door, and then you'll just like sail over him.
Oh, okay.
Which makes it harder. But had you kept the speed boost, you would have to.
I store there and.
No. Well, if he's not
No?
there, you open the door here, or like a little bit before. You just spam, right? And then you do a slide morph and unmorph here, right? So slide morph, unmorph here, and the door should already be open. And right about here, as you transition, you do a jump, and then you let go of stick for a sec. You'll basically do like short jump, and you'll rub against this corner.
Okay.
And then you'll drop down here in speed, right? You'll like jump here, you'll rub, and you'll drop down here with speed. You could do a spin boost too, by the way. And then you just jump with space jump, and then you can just ping pong up here. Yeah, and you'll end up here with speed.
Okay, I need to practice that then, because that's a lot.
Yeah. Marginally faster if you store, get through this, and then you just spark up here. Like that might not even be faster at all.
But it's
I don't
cool
know.
points.
I mean,
those head up to this
is cool.
speedrun. Yeah.
Here you want to flash, spin, morph, and you'll land in there instead of mantling. Remember, always eliminate as many mantles as possible. Is that faster?
I always try to.
I guess it would be the same time. I usually just drop here. I just morph ball. I just drop here, and either flash all the way to here, or I speed boost and try to do a slide morph through here, because then you can just like shoot through. And then you grapple up. Don't really need to do that actually. Because here you could flash, right? One flash will put you at the wall, and you just spin because you have screw, and you'll just go straight through them. Whatever.
Right.
You do a cross launch. I actually got the cross launch here during the race, which is funny because it was like my first my first time trying it. So you just zoom through there. Or for the.
That's like the only point where it's useful. Does it even save any time?
There's actually several points where it's useful.
Really?
It's just really finicky and debatable. But I saved like a whopping quarter of a second doing it, if at all.
I just took my time because of the crashes.
Yeah, you can actually quick kill him. Let's see. Off spark, you want to just like slam into him 3 times. Specifically, be up or down, right? On your third, you want to be either above him or below him. And then you either want to just like manually move to the wall or flash to the wall, right? So you would hit 1, 2, 3, either end up above them or below them. A preference flash to the wall, because once he does that ball. After that setup, he's gonna shoot it this way to the right, and then you can ping pong off the ball and wall, and basically kill him super fast. And then
Okay.
there's a stupid cross bomb double hit thing you can do, and it would take 2 screw attacks instead of 3 to kill him. And then there's speed tech here.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm not even gonna try it. Don't try to. No. No.
It's so hard, it's ridiculous.
Yes. No.
What makes it? Oh, there's also speed tech here. There's B dogs, all the way to the next storm door. But the specifics of why that's even hard, besides it just being hard in general, is that yeah, on the first try specifically out of the SQ room, you have to use a diffusion shot to break the blocks because the blocks stop you from speed boosting. So that's just annoying all around. What do you
And I
mean?
miss
If you
the
get the
transfer.
speed boost, you save a whopping like 2 seconds.
I miss the shine spark there, and
Oh.
I tried to shine spark him with the storm missiles to get the quick kill, but I missed the shine spark. I screamed instead.
I don't know if that's faster, but you want to spark the gold because they have different healths, and spark does 50%. Gold has 12,000, gray has 9,000. So if you spark gray, you're effectively losing 1,500 damage.
Oh, okay. So I storm gray and instant shine spark the gold one, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about a storm missile in gray, but
Or
you
just
try and spark the gold.
go ahead for the. Okay.
Yeah. You can either do like 2 jumps to the left and store there and hit the gold, or you can store at the entrance and then like jump over the gray. Your choice.
Okay.
There's honestly not much here.
And there I missed the missiles there for some reason twice.
Well, there's not much of that. As you jump over the screw blocks, you want to like hold missile. Makes it slightly faster. Wow, hasn't happened in a long while. Here, you could just drop down and just run instead of doing a double back.
I don't know why he did that. There is definitely enough room to speed boost there. And I do get the quick kill. Well, kinda.
It's fine. Ideally, you want to do 2 charge shots on this blob to save like an extra 2 seconds or something. Not much to speak because it's mostly just aim. Here, I actually like to do two flashes, right? Yeah, because then I can do a slide jump morph into there. It's faster than like fumbling around to like mantle.
Yeah. Then
usual
mashing. There, I always try to do the storm missiles method.
Yeah, I do it because screw mashing. It just so happens to be the fastest or most consistent way or whatever. It's just Chozo fights. Just spam harder.
I can't. Okay. I think you want to start the. You want to start the power bomb like there?
Yeah, you want to lay the bomb here. Specifically because I believe if you don't put it there, you lose the charge coming in. Actually, I don't even know why. To be honest, why people would put out a door. I just do it. And then you kill them. If you missed it there, right? Which kind of sucks. Makes it slower. Room charge. Okay, yeah. So room transition resets the power bomb charge. Yeah. So you want to put it outside the door.
Okay.
Yeah, you basically just do this, right? If you don't want the refill room, which obviously you don't want the refill station, you just do a jump cross bomb here and just start killing these things while the cross bomb goes off, and then you just go through.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of doing all that. There's speed here. It's kind of annoying. You can actually lay the cross bomb and then instantly just do as a spark. Here I like to drop down on this platform and do flashes because ground flashes are faster than air flashes, and air flashes stall.
Okay.
Chozo fight.
Shows a fight. At least I don't die in these ones. 'Cause I tend to a lot. Then it's just Raven big.
I see the Raven
I also don't know how to speed keep there consistently.
Here specifically?
Yeah.
We just did it. You just jump. You let go of stick, and you just do a speed mantle. You want to be above, like the midpoint. You want to be the upper part of a ledge to do a speed mantle. Actually,
no, this one I always get. Like this.
Oh.
This one I always get. It's always when I drop off the ledge. Then I'm like, okay, and I drop the bomb there because if I don't, then the platform doesn't get destroyed.
I mean, that was fine. I didn't see anything wrong with that. Well, besides not having the speed keep, but that's like half a second. 9 bomb method or 9 missile method.
Yeah, I don't like the storm missiles. I miss it a lot.
Wait, what? You didn't even do the storm missile?
No.
Well, you're doing the 2 parry, so it kind of doesn't matter.
I lose a little bit of time, right? Like what, 5 seconds?
Yeah, quite a bit actually. Yeah, crossbomb is good. Maybe a little faster. Yeah, it's fine.
Like, can you match missiles so they come out faster? Like that's something I want to
sort of. There's a timing
like
component to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a timing component to it.
I mean, it's off. Like I shoot slower, or if I mash, I also shoot slower. That's why I take my time with the missiles. But with the regular ones, you can mash and it's fine, right?
Yeah.
Or you also gotta time it.
Yeah, for super ice missiles, whatever. I kind of mash and I just fall into the groove. It might get lenient the more you shoot or something like that, but there is a timing component to it. The wall manip. Well, not really, but yeah.
Fight was super good.
Yeah. Honestly, flashes are fine, but you should actually do it like a lunging melee out from the stomp.
I'm super slow with the crossbones there.
You do. Oh man, fucking tired. You do 2 missiles crossbomb. So it's like 2 missiles crossbomb, 2 missiles crossbomb.
Like you can see how scared I am to go near him.
He should be dead. Actually, you should get near him because your crossbombs aren't even hitting him.
Yeah. I did that to restock.
here you can either do a jumping melee. It'll parry him and you won't get the animation. You can do jump, or you just go left right. When you get the parry, you go left right and then cancel it. I think that's true for Corpius too. I don't remember. Is the damage iframes better than avoiding the charge beam? You mean the bonking? It's always better to bonk on an enemy than take a hit.
But can you bonk and take a hit at the same like if your time is wrong?
Yeah, you can take the hit, but you won't take damage, if that makes sense. If it's in the iframes. Because some moves like the robo melees, they still knock you away, even though you don't take damage. Because coded wrong, weirdly. There. You want to charge it right about here.
Right below, before the fourth like step.
You see how he stumbles right here?
Yeah.
That's when you charge it. Can you DPS faster by bonking rather than avoiding the charge beam? That in that scenario, it doesn't matter. Just like take the hit if you want. It's the same. If you risk dying to the charge beam, that's a whole different story. Usual. Almost.
I never get that.
Don't power
I've never
bomb.
been able to get that.
I've gotten it once.
That crashes the game, right? I've heard people.
Yeah, power bomb crashes game. A cross bomb here, a cross launch here would actually save you like half a second.
Not worth. For me,
I mean,
least. Not yet. Not yet.
Escape is actually kind of crazy for cross launch, right? Like cross launch here. Oops. Like cross launch here. I think you could cross launch here, yeah. Like that would be worth it. You want to store earlier and jump into the like left part, because doing it that way is slower than just doing the morph.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, you missed it. Storing here and going up there is the fastest method, apparently.
I don't know how to get that.
The speed?
I've never been able to keep the speed up there.
On this ledge?
Never. Yeah.
You jumped early. You jump there, you want to jump over here.
Okay, so I wanna like speed mantle those two steps and then jump and double jump. Like
Oh, there's no steps here. This is a slope.
oh.
It doesn't look like a slope, but this is a slope. So you just like run up and then you jump.
Okay.
And then because of that height, right, you would just like do a speed mantle here. And then you store, and then you just do space jumps. And then you jump up here. Right? And you spark. Yeah. And then you'll land right there. And then finish the game.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm surprised we actually went through the whole thing. But also cross launch is you do a cross bomb and then you slide morph into the cross bomb and you just go flying.
Into it or away from it?
Into it. You want to move away from it so you can slide more into the direction you want to go. So it'll launch you in that direction. And then as you're flying, you want to unmorph. So it just launches you forward.
Okay.
Or in a morph
Maybe
tunnel.
try that. In the morph tunnel, how you do that? Like you can
Just
slide morph
yeah,
into,
it's the same thing.
but it sends you to the other side.
Yeah, it just launches
Okay.
you. It has a set distance where you lose speed though. But it's the same thing. But yeah.
Okay, that was
Any
good.
other
I think
questions?
I learned a lot, especially from the speed keep
Mm.
sections, like the ISME one where I always miss it, and
Yeah.
the government that I didn't know about.
Do you have to get past it before
And
it blows? You want to get past it as it blows. Um, yeah, just check out my videos if you like Emmy spawns and like the speed keeps and stuff like that. But besides that, your movement was fairly solid. Um, just need higher consistency on not stumbling. The movement stuff. Obviously, work on that. No, like that's like an infinite practice type stuff.
yeah, the more runs I do, the better I get. Like I've noticed that. Like
Uh,
I was surprised I even got this time, to be honest. Like I
for
thought I
physical, it's
was.
very good time. You're basically sub 30. Uh,
Yeah, I'm top sixth, I think, in physical version right now.
oh, it's really good.
Like
What else is there? Obviously, speed keep. Do the quick kills. Obviously, like ice me.
yeah, I gotta practice the ISME quick kill and avoiding the freaking green enemy because oh my god, I hate that guy.
I remember. Obviously. Well, I wouldn't say easy, but 13-second time save with space pseudo. Uh, I don't know, like 30 seconds on Golzuna. You just do the quick kill.
I tried to do the quick kill there, but like I said, I was in call.
Yeah.
7 people were talking at the same time. And I was unfocused, and I got the. Because if I get the, I told you right. I was practicing the super quick kill where you stand in the middle, walk right, and then shine spark into his butt, and
Yeah, that one's just really
yeah,
hard.
I can get that semi consistently if I hit the second phase, the second transformation. But I always miss it is when storing, which usually I just if I miss the store, he just like charges at me and I get another chance right away.
That just makes sense. Some key
That one,
points for speed boost that you need to master is speed mantling, and doing the correct heights for speed mantling. Slide morphings, of course. Not just like on the ground, but like off ledges, because that's like
yeah,
different.
that's the one I need to practice the most.
Actually, coincidentally, the Berenia Gavron elevator climb, you practice that. That's like probably an easy 10-15 second time save or something
Brenia Govern.
right after drog skip.
This one, yeah. Yeah, I
Um,
need to practice that one.
just better fights, better movement, usual stuff. Uh,
Learn how to match properly. Yeah.
or just buy turbo.
Once they allow it in runs.
I will still buy it. Like I'm still
I
kind of
mean,
debating about it because my arm hurts.
I'm learning though. I've gotten way better at mashing, to be honest. Like before, I couldn't like my right hand is won't allow me to like mash fast past like 7 hertz or something like that. Like
I
it's
struggle on
horrible.
matching too. But yeah, I think that covers everything. Just mostly just consistency at this point, like usual.
Do more runs, get better at the game.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay,
Any other
this was
questions?
cool. No, I think you answered pretty much everything I had. If I have any other question, I might as well just ask in the server.
All right.
All right, that was
Uh,
cool.
all
Thank
right.
you.
Have a
You
good
know
night.
what? Let me good night. Let me actually